All right, let's take a look at your morning weather. We just want to remind you out there that principal sponsor for the Weather Bakers Bay Golf and Ocean Club has discontinued their sponsorship as they've taken a summer break, and we're looking for anyone out there willing to sponsor the weather. We still can do this for a few more days, but we may have to discontinue if we don't have a sponsor to do so. Let's get right to it. We've got a high pressure to the north of us that's continuing to bring some pretty decent weather. This is a washed out trough over the northern Bahamas, moving northward into Florida here, that's causing some showers and thunderstorms continuing into the Florida area through today. Looking at our satellite imagery showing the cloud coverage, there's still some clouds just to the east of the Abacos. If you would have taken a look out towards the east, Hopetown, you would see these clouds up and down the coast. And then, of course, cloud coverage over North Abaco, Foxtown, and Crown Haven, extending over Grand Bahama, which, by the way, got a lot of showers and thunderstorms yesterday over North Abaco as we went through the day. Taking a look at your morning radar, there's still some popcorn showers across the northern Bahamas and into the Eleutheras. Got some showers just off Bryland and some showers up near Dunmore Town and Bryland, Spanish Wells. Few showers just between the Marsh Harbor Airport and Moores Island this morning. Some showers just to the south coming between Moores Island and Gorda Key. Showers up around Peterson Key going into Grand Bahama, into Port Lucaya. Some showers off West End going into that area. Few showers down near Bimini, and one or two showers going into North Cat Island and into the northern part of the Exuma chain. Let's take a look at the forecast for across the nation today. We're looking at 10 to 15 knots from the east and southeast up and down the coast, from the Abacos all the way down to Great Inagua, the general direction east to southeast, 10 to 15 knots. Let's take as we track the tropics this morning. Of course, you would have been watching. We're going right at what was Colin, now a tropical depression, downgraded rather quickly yesterday from a tropical storm. This system was moving so rapid that it really didn't have time to develop, and as a consequence of that, now Colin has been downgraded. It will ride up northwest across to the east, parallel to Bahamas, as an extratropical system. All of the elements of nature in the atmosphere is preventing this storm from developing anything further. This big dome of high pressure up to the northeast in the Atlantic extends down with the ridge of the high just to the borderline of the Abacos, and there's some upper level atmospheric conditions that's really preventing this from developing. There's a tropical wave that we're looking at down here that's possible to develop into something later. Looking into the Atlantic, as far as travel is concerned, traveling to the UK tonight on British Air, you'll have a very beautiful flight going from Nassau all the way to the mother country, the UK, this evening. Beautiful flight. As you transition from day and night, you'll have night on your left-hand side of the airplane. It'll be day on the right-hand side, something that you really need to experience. All right, let's take a look at the low the tropical wave down just to the north of South America. Forecast to travel into the Caribbean Sea across Yucatan. There's a couple models that's projecting the forecast track of this low that could intensify, has a 20% chance of intensifying into a tropical storm. And of course, we invite you to log on to www.abacodisastercommittee.com, and of course you'll see our daily weather on YouTube there for you to if you need further update on what's happening weather-wise. All right, here's the forecast for tomorrow. Frontal system over the mid heartland of the United States. The high pressure continues across the Atlantic. Beautiful conditions improving for tomorrow. As we look at the conditions, 10 to 15 knots, east to southeast, again the general direction. The forecast for Saturday, that is on Friday, again no movement expected in this frontal system, nearly stationary. The high pressure continues. This should be off in the Atlantic, some of activity associated with that low that was Colin. And this down here should be some activity associated with the low that's in the Caribbean Sea. Here in the Bahamas, you see the stretch across the Bahamas. It should be very nice. Nothing to worry about. Beautiful conditions. No rain showing up in the forecast. Friday, the winds will fall off for you craw fishermen, those of you that do day fishing. 10 knots. Beautiful 1 to 3 foot seas out there on the open sea. A light, very, very light chop. If you're coming on the fast ferry or you're doing the Bohenge on Friday, you'll feel like you're on a lake. It's going to be so nice coming across the Atlantic from Nassau to Abaco. 10 knots, 10 knots, 10 knots, northeast to east, generally the wind direction. The extended forecast into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you go to church on Sabbath, 10 knots. The winds begin to clock around southeast to south on Sunday. 10 knots. Again, it'll clock more easterly on Sunday as we get into the extended forecast period. Stay with us. We'll take a look at our boating forecast for today coming up after this break.
Quality Star is your friendly Texaco distributor in town, offering Texaco fuel and lubricants. Quality Star is a complete auto service station with a large stock of automotive parts, tire repairs done in minutes, and a fast turnaround in auto repairs. Come to Quality Star, where you'll find quality service. They're located on Don McKay Boulevard, Marsh Harbor.
All right, here's your boating forecast for today. 4 to 6 foot seas in the northern Bahamas. A light chop out at Whale Key, 10 to 15 knots, east to southeast. Again, most of the Bahamas will experience that 10 to 15 knots. General direction, east to southeast. 4 to 6 foot seas offshore today. So boaters, you will probably have to hold on or bend your knees as you go into the waves out to sea. Low tides 9:16 in the morning, high at 3:48 in the afternoon. Low tonight at 10:22 p.m. Across the nation. If you're doing some fishing off the rocks, tonight is not a good night to do it. Tide's going to be rather low. Here's some forecasts for general forecasts across the nation from selected areas. Abaco will experience 89 today. Still warm outside. 80 tonight. Grand Bahama 89 and 80. Nassau, the hot spot, 93 degrees and 78 tonight. With afternoon, there's a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms in your neck of the woods. From Dunmore Town and also Governor's Harbor, Eleuthera, look for 87 today, 82 tonight. And then in the southeast Bahamas, generally 89 degrees and a 10 degree differential during the evening. Selected cities in South Florida, if you are traveling, the hot spot today will be Orlando and Tampa with 94 degrees. Miami rounding out at 92, 79 degrees. Look at Tampa. It's a 20 degree differential from day and night. That's a look at your weather from BCN's Weather Center.